What is going on YouTube? We have a game here, blue Crocodile versus yellow Katakuri. Katakuri chose to go first, so I do have the going second curve with Crocodile. 8k to leader, gonna take that. 1 for pudding, finds a 8 cost Katakuri, which is gonna be a very problematic card later on. Don't really have a good way to remove it except red rock. Poking the leader for 5,000, he cheats out a Sparrow, and I play out a 4 cost vanilla Pacifista for 4. Pretty good on curve. Vanillas on curve are pretty good in general. He swings with Sparrow, swings with leader, 7,000. I take that life, and he plays out a Sanji blocker. So his board is slowly growing. He's at 5 Don, 7 Don next turn, so you could Big Mom. I'm at 6 Don. If I have the Centaur, that'd be a perfect play for 6. 5 to leader, 6 into Pero. Both of them are actually to Sparrow, and he blocks and counters out. And there is a Centaur. Gets the 2 Don to search, to cheat out a Pacifista, look through my life, see if there's any event cards planted for triggers. Alright, so going second Crocodile is not too bad if you have a vanilla Pacifista into the Centaur. So now I do have 2 6k bodies on board. He's going to go life with Sparrow 5,000. That's going to be a 1k counter. Tossing out the ultis that don't do anything for this matchup. He's going to 5k again with leader. And he's at 7 Don, so probably going to summon out the Big Mom. I'm just deciding whether or not I should counter because I do have blockers in hand. And blockers are really good against yellow, but I'd rather just not take the life. And there is, I trash 1, which unfortunately was the trigger. It was Dragon Twisters to return 6. Unfortunate that I had to toss that away, but it's no problem. He is at 3 life, I am at 2. This is my 8 Don turn. If I Pacifista, that would be 5 Don left. Let's see if he counters out of this 5k to Pero. Take some more cards. Oh, so he's at 3 cards left in hand now. I'm going to activate Centaur. And at this point, I should start playing out blockers before his 10 Don turn. 5 Don left. I can probably be aggressive here with the 2 Pacifista swings as well as my Cento swing. So let's see if that 5 to Pero, yep, that goes through. So at a certain point, I already have enough Pacifistas out from Cento. Don't need to protect them anymore. Him swinging gets me an extra card out of a hand. That's probably, yep, and he counters. 7,000, he's going to take that. My mistake, so he's actually at 3 life now. So I play out a Kuma blocker. So that is now a full board. See if he tries to clear, if he attacks my board this way. They kind of act as counters, act as blockers. So 7,000 with Katakuri. He has 8 left, so it could be a Katakuri play. Takes out the Centaur, that's fine. I see a Dragon Twister and is that a 3,000 Worlds? Alright, so Katakuri, 8 costs to send back my blocker, which is unfortunate because I want to set up enough blockers to guard me later in the game, but I do heal 1. So now we're both at 3 life. I have 2 Pacifistas on board, 10 Don. I do have the 10 cost Kaido, which would help me bounce one of his characters back to hand. It's not a bad play. I can swing everything, hopefully drain his hand and then maybe take a life or 2. And then bounce the Katakuri maybe. Just because the Linlin I can Mihawk it. He did get a Shirahoshi, which is unfortunate. So he does cycle through his hand. Another 6k to lead, he's going to 2k out of that. And I'm thinking, if I don't play out the Kaido now, it's just going to sit in my hand. So I play the Kaido out. bounces Katakuri, which hindsight might be a misplay just because he has Shirahoshi on board, and that would mean if he plays out if he sends that Shirahoshi back to life, he gets another hand recycle. So he Lin-Lins into one of the Pacifistas. It's 5 to leader now with Katakuri. I don't have much counter in hand. I do have a Soga King in hand, but I want to keep it to filter. But I counter out. And there is a 10 Mom that does crit me for 1, making me lose that extra Pacifista that I had in life. So back to Tendon. I drew into a red rock, so now I have a way to get rid of both his Lin-Lin and his 10 Lin-Lin and his 7 Lin-Lin. I can attack into the 7 drop that's rested, and then pay 6 Dawn to red rock the Big Mom. He only has 3 cards in hand, 2 cards now. So the hand advantage is looking pretty good. There it is, KO both Big Moms. 4 Dawn left. Preferably if there's a blocker, I would play it out, but I don't have that. So pass turn, 4 up. 2 Dragon Twisters in hand, so I should be surviving. He's going to go 8 to leader, check the top, and he leaves it. That's going to be a Dragon Twister, going to send his pudding back to the bottom deck. And he plays out a Katakuri, which is awesome. The same one that I sent back to his hand, because he gets to recycle that Shirahoshi and plus some more. So back to us with Tendon. Not many plays. We have 4 cards, a Kaya, a Mihawk, Dragon Twister, and a 3000 Worlds. Gonna swing leader, he's just gonna let that through. He wants to get that hand cycle from Shirahoshi. We could go aggressive here and just attach a bunch of Dawn onto the Pacifista and just make sure those 2 attacks land. We play out the Kaya, we do draw into a blocker, which is amazing, and an extra Mihawk. It's going to toss those out. And I think this might have been the misplay, not being aggressive enough, because he was able to counter out of one of those with a Capone. And I used 9 Dawn here to send back the Shirahoshi. And I play out the Mihawk because I want more board presence. But the problem is, he's at 10 Dawn as well. He has some cards, but my thought was if he has the 10 Mom, right now he has 2 other swings, he could crit me. If I let this attack through, he could crit me, and then I won't have enough counter to block that 8000 Katakuri. So a misplay here. I should have countered out. I wanted to save that miss all Sunday because I was greedy. But that's a lesson learned. And he crits me, and 8000's for game. Thanks for watching.